So guys, Facebook, YouTube, thanks a lot for joining in on this show called the Theme Deek Show, where I do this show every Wednesdays and Thursdays, but now it has moved to even Saturdays and Sundays where you people pick a theme and I'm going to talk about it. Feel free to ask me any questions with regards to career management, or whatever it is you actually want to know about. Feel free to ask those questions so that it benefits you and you can have whatever and everything. Feel free to ask me about career. Guys, the theme. Whoa! What's happening there? Hold on. I think there's an echo here. Man, just a second, guys. My other laptop just turned up, so that's why you guys heard my voice. So guys, thanks a lot for everyone who's joining in. So my other laptop just started on playing something. Just 1 second, let me just switch that off. Let me just switch that off. A bad start. This is good. Okay, so that's good. So that's the stuff. My live show actually showed up on my other laptop, so that's the reason why this has happened, what has happened. So great, everyone, thanks a lot for signing up. Anything and everything about career, feel free to ask me and I will reply and try my best to reply. Any question, how a career should be made, okay. So I think to start with, let me tell you about my career, how I have figured out my career so that it gives you an overview about it. Thanks a lot, Selvaraj on YouTube. There's one person on Facebook group who has messaged me. It just says Facebook user, so it's very difficult for me to find out who actually did it. So thanks a lot for whoever said that. Hi, Giri Prasad, positive evening. Zainab, good evening. And Mahalakshmi, hi on Facebook. Shelar, thanks a lot for joining in. Let's just give a couple of minutes for people to join. Ask me any question with regards to career. We are talking here completely based on career. To start with, let me talk about my career so that it starts giving an overview of what I have done. Now, people will ask me, how can I talk about career? What's my experience and what's the objective? Like, how can I actually, a guy with all this positivity talk about career? So let me talk about my career first so that you have an overview of what I have done, to what level I have done stuffs and what I'm doing now. My education is BSc in Business Administration from a US university. My MBA is from Birla Institute of Technology, and my MBA is from Birla Institute of Technology, and my MSc in Business Psychology from a UK university. So this is my 3 degrees which I have. I still work as a regional sales manager for Middle East and South Asia. That's the job which I do. How I did my career is I started working at the age of 18 itself. I started working at the age of 18 and kept working till now, and I'm still working. So what you have to understand here is how did I start my career? So at the age of 18, I got into a job which was available for me, went directly to the job, started working as a secretary. That's my first job which I got. That's the other tip I always tell people is that whatever job vacancy you have available right now, go and get it. Don't just get that I have the engineering degree, I have to go and take an engineering job itself. Don't go into that thing that I have a certain set of managers MBA degree and I'm going to be a manager only. So stop doing that. So I started working at the age of 18, and from there on, I never, last time I did say in my session that I never took a penny from my parents after the age of 18. This is how I did it. So I started working and studying. So I worked, I'm still working, right? So I started as a secretary. I started doing my bachelor's. So early morning, I used to go for work, and evening, I used to do my bachelor's. So I did that for 3 years. I got promoted once as a depot administrator. After the depot administrator, I finished my bachelor's. I got a new job opportunity as a storekeeper. Everyone says that it's a dip. It's a dip on your career. It's completely your career going down, because why would an administrative person take a storekeeper's job? But what happened was everyone was paying me double the salary. If someone was giving you the double the salary, my objective was to take that double the salary as quick as I can and do it. So what I did is I went after the double the salary. My uncles and aunties came, beta, you're doing the biggest mistake of your life. You're desperate for money. What I said that no, it paid me double the salary. After that, I further went around, and then my parents started coming and telling, beta, you're not doing the right thing. You are desperate, or you should not spoil your career like this, just going after money. I was like, if I was paying double the salary, what is the problem? Then my friends started coming and telling me, hey, don't do this, go do that. Why are you doing this? Go do that. I was like, double the salary, man, double the salary. So that is how I moved from administrator's to storekeeper's job. But whenever I sat free, whenever I sat in the storekeeper's job, whenever I had free time, I used to go and help everyone. Right? I used to work as a customer service. I used to work as a technician. I used to work as help my boss on IT and all that thing I used to do. Many people will just, once they get the first job, they just focus on their job and nothing else. But the biggest mistake I did in my life was to stop studying after I got this new job, because it was good money coming in. So I felt very bad. I didn't do that. So that is why I am delayed right now of what I'm doing. If I would have studied, I would be standing 3 years in front of you, but I didn't. That's why I'm standing now in front of you people. So I started working, and then study. Then slowly what happens, I was as a storekeeper for 3 long years. That's when I understood that if there is no studies going on in parallel, there is no promotion going to happen, whatever happens. So that is when I decided I'll go and join for an MBA. MBA was weekend classes. Weekend classes means I should travel 3 hours to Ras Al Khaimah, do the session there, and come back. So I used to leave from 6 and go 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. I used to do my college and come back. Saturday, full day sleep. That is how I used to do my MBA. Then once I started joining my MBA, then I started getting promotions, right? So first promotion was, how it happened was, I used to work and help everyone. So the customer service manager, not the customer service representative, came to me and told me he has to go on leave. Could you actually do the job for me? I was like, why not? As long as I can learn, I will take the job. So I thought I will take the job. Let me do it. So I used to sit overtime without any pay, doing that job which he actually assigned to me overtime. So I started doing that. Slowly, he comes back after 1 month and he resigns. So if he resigns, who's the next best candidate for this job? That's how I got the job as a customer service rep. So I started doing this, got this job, which was the best thing which could happen to me. Once I got into the job as a customer service representative, the next thing I did was, boss, you sit free, I will do your job. So I always make my boss so very free that he was relaxing, he was coming late, he was going early, and that's how he was having a very relaxed life. What I thought is, boss, you sit free, let me do the job, right? So I started doing his job because my target was to be a manager, right? So because 10 years ago, when I started doing my first job, before that, I wanted to be a manager. So I opened up the classified, and came to be a manager. You need 20 to 15 years of experience and an MBA. So that is the reason why I started working and studying since the age of 18. So I got that. My target was close by to be customer support. But then what happened? The sales manager saw this customer support manager sitting very free. So sales manager, so the customer support manager sitting very free. So he said he was investigating as to why this guy is very free. Came to know that I was actually doing all this job. So he said, would you like to join my department? That is how I moved from my department to this department, which is sales. Sir, thanks a lot for the promotion. And that's how I moved from customer support to sales. What happens in sales? There was a reorganization happen. Reorganization means all your managers go and there's a new set of managers who come in. I was like, holy, this is gone, right? So many interviews were taken because they want an engineer in that job. I did all my education in commerce, and right now I'm doing an engineer's job. But what I did was I worked. I helped. So there is so much of experience of the system then no one can throw you out. When you know the system of the organization, no one can ever throw you out. So what you have to do is that learn the system. Who is the HR? What is happening to the organization? How you can lose the job? Who are being kicking out? Who should I, butter and keep? Who should I be talk nice? So that's what I was doing. So then what happens? Reorganize happened. Many aeronautical engineers came for interviews. Many mechanical engineers came for interviews. But I knew the system so very well that no one was willing to leave me or throw me out of the job. And that's how I got the senior technical sales representative. That's how I got a technical next to my name, doing all my education in commerce, right? So slowly that started working around. And then what happened is once I got really into sales, I started doing my customer's job. Customers use it free, I will take care of you, because I wanted to jump to the customer side of things. But I was very interactive with customers. Slowly, the customers came to know about me. Slowly, so the competitors came and know about me. And once I was having a discussion with the customer, I saw my current boss, he's a Canadian, he's working in a Canadian company. He saw that I was on the other side, and I knew that he was on the other side. So I gave him a call after some time. Sir, would you like to meet? And that is how I met him. He did 3 interviews. But at the end of the interview, I always told one thing to my boss. Sir, you can go and check anyone in the organization. You can go and check and talk with any customer. If someone gives you a negative feedback, don't take me for this job. That's the confidence which I had in my work, right? So that's how I always ended. So he goes and calls my ex-boss, who I used to help in IT when I was sitting as a storekeeper. And he gives a great feedback. And that's how I get this regional sales manager's post. And that's my career. I'm still working from the last 8 years. I have a promotion also proposed, but for that, I have to move to Canada, right? If I move to Canada, I can't be doing this spreading message of positivity or sharing what positivity is all about. So that is the reason I said no to the promotion. I stayed in the Gulf itself because that is what I thought I need to do. That was my purpose. That was my mission. That's why I actually said no to my promotion and sat here in order to serve the community in spreading positivity, and worked it from there, right? So I hope that is my career. And simultaneously, I did MSc in Business Administration, MSc in Business Psychology. Just curious to know more about psychology. So that's my career. So I've worked in all levels. I've worked in the most lowest level of jobs and the highest level of jobs. I interact with the president and the directors of the company. But actually, I sometimes I feel bad. I take a decision. I should have moved to Canada. But then the world needed me more in spreading positivity. The world needed my help or my whatever. I really don't know what people need from me. So that's the reason I stick around in Abu Dhabi, spreading this mission and sticking to the old job, declining my promotion and working it for you people, right? So that's my story on career. There is 32 questions on on Instagram and 4-5 questions on YouTube. I really don't know if I can answer all these things, but I'll try my best, right? It's not that I can't answer. It's just that I don't know, or I don't think I'll have that much of time to answer these questions. Oh, I have 37 questions, but Instagram is only giving me 2. I can't believe it. Instagram just crashed. I don't have the questions, guys. Sorry. I don't know why. I think my Instagram is completely crashed out by 37 questions. Now I have only 4 questions. So sorry for that. If Instagram, see, I can actually prove it to you guys, right? So that's it. So I don't think I have many more questions. I had 37 questions, but all your questions got deleted. If you want, you can have a look at it. It's quite interesting. See, I just have 3 questions now. 13 minutes. I had 37 altogether. But anyways. Oh. How do I go back? Okay, I'm back. So let me go to the questions now. Thanks a lot for listening to my story and why I'm doing what I don't know. I have only 3 questions now. Okay. Sir, career is just a tiffin. Career. Did I spell it wrong? Oh God, that is bad anyways. So, I thought career is career. CARRE. Oh my God, I think I made a mistake. No, it's career is career, man. CAR, I think you got it wrong from that point. So, which gives bread. So yeah. So next question is how to avoid bad things like phone education and focus on career. So what you need to understand here is first of all, why you're doing this career. When you're focused on the job which it's actually giving you, when you're focused on the growth of the career as to what it's actually giving you, you won't be focused on anything else. I always tell people, you are saying one-sided love. Be someone first. When your focus is on being someone, automatically your attention, automatically your focus will come. The point here is that what's the plan for your career? Because if your plan for your career is not focused, it doesn't add any value to whatever it is. So what you need to do here is phone addiction is not a bad thing. Only follow stuffs which is related to your career. Once upon a time, I used to only follow engineering stuff just so that I can learn engineering on social media. So make sure you start doing that. Automatically the career focus will come. One-sided love. Why are you on one? I don't want to talk about love. I've been talking it from the last 4-5 sessions. The answer is there about one-sided love. Your energy is just going to get extracted to that person and nothing about to yourself, right? So I hope I have replied to that. Oh, my questions are turning up now. Okay, next question. With entirely no interest in any subject, how to choose career? It is impossible for someone not to have an interest on a certain topic. Get this point very clear. Many people tell me I have no interest. It is impossible. You're living because you have some kind of interest. You're living because you have some kind of motivation to live about. So what you need to do is that now the next question people ask, how do you select the career? Next question. Most of the people ask me, how do you select career? First thing is you go back onto your past and find out which is the most important subjects or the subject which you like the most. Not you like the teacher, the subject which you like the most. When you know the subjects which you like the most, what you need to do is that, is there any career related to my favorite subject? When you are focused on taking that thing on related to your favorite subject, the next thing you got to do is what career I can choose. Now, for example, you like biology, right? So you do from 10th, you have to take science. So from science, then you know, okay, from science, you're going to learn physics, biology, and further on. And then you know, okay, bio, I need to go further on to doctor or whatever it is. So that is how you got to select based on the subjects, right? There'll be something of your interest every time. That is one way. The other way is that if you don't have any interest, see what you like to do. Every action which you do can always be converted into a career, provided you have a very strategical plan of how to do what you're supposed to do. So what you need to do is that find that people or find that person and build up that career and find out how did they reach there. And once you have reached there, that is how you click that. Don't tell me that you don't have any interest. You have interest of something. Maybe you'll have interest of eating food. Right? So go and get into a restaurant or go and be an eater for tasting new foods. There is always a career for everyone. But it's your wish which career you want to select, right? Guys, only career questions, please. So I want to start a business, but how to find a mentor who teaches all about starting a business? Forever learner. Guys, don't go in search of mentors at the end of the day. What you need to do is that start, make failures. Don't put a lot of money into the business, but start. Take actions. The mentor will come to you when you start searching for information. It is when you start searching for the information, the mentors come for you. It's not that I want to start a business, let me get a mentor and figure it out. There are many mentors who's misusing those opportunities from your side, so make sure you also don't get misused in the process. What does MBA teach you? How to run a business. Open up any MBA book and start reading. It will tell you how to run a business, right? So it's not about finding a mentor to teach you how to run a business. Open up the book, start reading, start analyzing. First thing is how to write a business plan. If you don't know about that, go and start that book first. Go and search books on business planning. Okay, how to start a business. When you start searching for this information, you will tap with various people. Once you start reading, your knowledge will be more. You're going to investigate on YouTube. When you investigate on YouTube, you will come to know who the right mentors are, and then you connect with them, and then maybe join a course or certified or whatever it is and build it up. It's not that you're waiting for that mentor to come to your life to change your life. Mentors don't come to you. You have to search for the mentors, so the mentors come and guide you from whichever it is, right? Guys, I'm only going to take questions on, there's 2-3 questions people asking about overthinking. I've already talked about it. I don't want to pick it up again. So when I thought to do something in my career, I have fear of something. What can I do? That normally happens because you're worried about other people more than yourself. Why are you fearful of doing something? One main reason is you have limited knowledge about your career. The other fear of doing something in relation to career is you're thinking that what other people will say if I fail. Other people are always going to talk regardless of whatever you do not. Take that action and prove them wrong when the right time's on. Don't give your energy for proving them wrong. Just start growing, pick the career, do it and see what happens. But do it fast. So you fail fast and you can get up fast. So Sujit, I hope I have answered that question. So what you need to do is that the quicker you make mistakes, the quicker you learn. The more you think and the more you fear of not doing stuff, you're just going to delay your experience. And when you delay your experience, you're asking for trouble at the end of the day. Okay, let me take a couple more questions on Instagram. And so should we keep a second option into a career? 100%. If you don't get your dream career, go and take the second option. And when you have the second option, go and work on your first option and figure it out from there. You have your dream career. Always focus on your dream career. Even though you get your second option, take that second option because that is the available career which you have. When you have that available career, take it, build up, or work on your first career and your second career simultaneously. So you have your second. Now, sometimes what happens, you're going after your career. You get a career, take it. Work. Free time, work on your dream career. Work on, polish on your career. Free time, go and apply for jobs of your favorite career. Build it up. And then slowly, you will get to your first career at the end of the day. You want a career, you need experience. Go and make that experience, you will get the career. Right? I hope I have answered that question, Prince. Most of the other questions are Sir, is it okay to take some extra time to give your best shot or just go with the flow and leave upon destiny? Studies. Okay. Anjali's question is quite related to career because at the end of the day, that's what people do. Guys, take action. That's what I always tell people. Why do you have to give the extra time to go and take your best shot? Take action. But leaving with the flow and upon destiny, which means destiny will be controlled by others and not you. When you are leaving destiny to others, like to destiny, others will actually control you. But then what you have to do is stop, find out what I need to do right now and keep doing the studies, or go and get that career, or go and get the job which you have to do and do it. Don't leave it to the flow. When you leave it to the flow, other people control your destiny. When you take that action, you control your destiny. I hope, Anjali, I've answered that question. Okay, let me take some questions on YouTube and Facebook. So there's a question. Prince is asking, I've completed my medical, but should we keep maths as a side subject? If you can do both, go ahead and do both so that you're ready for something if it pops out from nowhere, right? Jayantri is asking, good evening, sir. This is on YouTube. So I'm going to take some questions on YouTube and then I will come on Instagram. Good evening, sir. I'm planning for competitive exam. I'm wasting my time on Instagram watching series. How to focus and concentrate? Jayantri, this is not a career question, but still it studies related to career. I will answer to that. What you need to find out is you're only planning for competitive exam. When you are just planning for getting the competitive exam, you are just the starting process. What you need to do is that go and study, go and discuss with people. For you, why you're wasting time on Instagram? Because for you, it's not that important. The exams are not that important. That's why you're entertaining on something else. It's as simple as that. People tell me a lot about focus and concentration and about life and all that. My simple question: on your birthday, do you concentrate on someone else's birthday? No. Concentration on my exams, birthday, you're always full on that. My question is why? If your mother's in the hospital, where is your focus on? Your mother being in the hospital. Why? Because your mother is important for you. That is the truth. No one can hide away from that. But my question here is why is that important? Same way the competitive exam is just casual for you. I'm planning for competitive exam. Let's see what happens. Okay, Instagram, what's happening there? Oh, something is happening very interesting here. Let me go and watch that. Swipe. That is most important for you. If something wrong happens to your favorite celebrities, that is most important for you. No one can change you if you don't want to change yourself. Hi, Ishita. Thanks a lot for joining in. Roman, thanks a lot for... What is Shruti's question? Where is Shruti? Anjali Nair is asking on what basis of which we should choose a career. I already told you about that, Anjali. What is available, take it. And then work on your dream career which you want. Keep applying for your dream career whenever you have a chance for it. And keep doing it till you get that thing through, right? So I hope I have answered most of the people's question from here. Now my next question here is from Yash. So can you explain the art of making money in our career? Okay, that's a very tough and a long question. My simple question here is, my simple answer to that, how to explain the art of making money in your career, focus on growth and nothing else. If money is your interest, your growth will stop. Focus on learning until now. Money is not important until you get married or you have some responsibilities within your family. If these two things are not there, money is not important. That time just focus on your growth, so that you grow to such a level that people pay you what you're truly worth for. Be so valuable in the marketplace that the people will come after you for the job. Through LinkedIn, I still get job opportunities telling me to leave the job. They are going to pay me 30% more than what I'm getting right now. I still say no because my mission is different and not that job which I'm going to get. So be so valuable in the marketplace so it starts helping you. All right? VM Preeti is asking, a lot of confusion. What should I do? Confusion is normally happening because you have limited knowledge about two options. So you have a job, you have a limited knowledge about the two careers which you have to choose. Why? Because you clearly don't know what your growth pattern is. You clearly don't know how the pay is. You clearly don't know how the life of each organization is. Go and talk to various other people. Go and talk to various other different employees around the organization. Come to know the truth. That confusion will step aside. Confusion is normally because you have limited information about option A and option B. So go and get that through. Everything is fine and the confusion will step aside. Nikhil is asking a question. I'm confused, tense, stressed about my career, my life. Guide me. Nikhil, I've already told about confusion, and that is related to the same thing at the end of the day, right? So question, when Shruti is asking, when we didn't get the time that you want, then you lose your confidence. How do you build that? When you didn't get the things that you want, maybe you're wanting the wrong things which you have to get. Sometimes what happens is that you go after things which you're not supposed to work for. You're not supposed to get it. You still go on trying to, like you got an engineer. What you do is, no, I need an engineer's job itself. You go after, that's stupidity. Go and work as a technician. Go and work as a cleaner. Go and work as something at a very low level and then grow up from there. So within 2-3 years, you can be an engineer with that engineering degree which you have. But then no, engineering only. If you go that way, I'm telling you, you'll never get that engineering which you're looking for. I hope I've answered that question. So should we approach to career counselor? Can they guide the right way and we should approach time? I have no idea about that. I can't talk on behalf of anything. It is your wish, but my point is very, very simple, and I make it very, very simple. What I tell you is that what do you want to be? If that idea is clear, you don't need any career counselors to help you in any ways. Guys, what I'm trying to tell you here is that how to be self-motivated so that you don't need any motivation or any advice from any career counselor or any motivational speaker. Meet me once, clear all your doubts and forget me. That's what I tell everyone. So what you need to do here is why are you going for career counselor when you yourself know what your career is? You know your career more than your career counselor. So what you need to do is what I want to be first. Get that answer first. Once you know what you have to be, go build up a pattern as to how I can be what I'm supposed to be. That is it. No one can stop you. But career counselor will just say from his experience, something new is happening. He is old, not updated. Your career is gone. Guys, and always remember one thing. Different counselors have different hookups with different systems, and when they have a different systems hooked up, they will always push you to that certain level of things so that they make a commission out of it. So make sure you don't fall into those counselors at the end of the day. I hope, Sushant, I've answered that question. Thank you for all the likes and loves and hearts and hellos and thank yous and good evenings. I can see a lot of messages. So let me go to the questions section on Instagram. Next question is asked by Prince. How do you increase our interest in a certain subject? How do you have the interest of eating lunch and dinner every day on time? If I give you an untasty food, you will not eat. You will not have the interest. But if I give you a pizza or if I give you something of your flavor, the interest will come. So the question here is that which subject? For example, history, study as a story. If a person who can tell me a Bollywood movie story completely, to me, completely, he can study history quite very well. Right? If you tell me, hey, what happened to the latest movie of Tiger or whatever, any Shah Rukh Khan's movie, right? What would you say? You will tell me the whole story, ditto, who killed, what happened, who did this, who is the villain, who is the hero, what the hero did. If you can tell me the story, you can study history completely very easily. Many people say history is a very boring subject. But if you can tell me a Bollywood movie story, to me, history can be easily done for you. So the point is not about increasing interest. The point is what is interesting for me in that subject and how that subject is going to make a difference in my life. That is what increases the interest. Okay, next question from Smiley, Rameshwari. Before working on something new language, new projects, I always feel that I won't be able to do it. Rameshwari, I could know about you and your past and your life. It is what happens is the world itself have hit you so down that you are not worth for something. So on a long run, we tend to believe that we are not worth for anything new. Somewhere around you yourself don't have that confidence which you have. Somewhere around you don't have that belief within yourself. Somewhere around you think that the other people know better than me. When you start building up that, the fear starts to step in. Now, I really don't know why you're getting into, new language means IT level, right? So a new project. So what you need to do is that if you're still worried about something new languages, go and investigate about the language before getting into it, right? When you have a new project, instead of directly going to the new project, go and ask the people, what is this project all about? Guys, I want to know more about it. Just don't drop me the project. Let me know more about it. And when you start asking these questions, then you'll know if you can do it or not. If you don't know, go and get training. When you have free time at home, YouTube, search more about it and then figure it out. Fear is normally because you have limited knowledge about that topic, right? Guys, only ask me career-related questions so that I can answer to that. Forever has a counter question. So how to find a mentor who teaches us all about the process of starting a business? Again, Forever Loner, first thing is go and read about how to start up a business. I've already told you that instead of searching for a mentor to tell you how to start up a business, your job is to first read about how to start, get the basics first. Because what happens is you blindly go to a mentor, whatever the mentor says, you're going to closely believe. There are chances that you could be manipulated in the process. What you don't understand is that, guys, first seek information. First learn about the thing and then go to a mentor to clear your doubt. Never ever go to a mentor to understand the process. Learn the process. It is freely available into the world. Go to mentors to clear your doubts. That is true mentorship, rather than being wholly dependent on the mentors, because then they want to make money out of you and play around with you. I hope you have understood that thing. All right? Guys, I would tell you people not to talk among themselves. So, Sushant, I already talked about this, all about the career counselor and all that thing, right? So, Shrutis, keep asking me this question. So, I'm in 12th pass student. I want to do research like be a scientist. Can I choose BSc stream? Now, first thing, Shruti, instead of me telling you, can you choose BSc stream? My first question to you is that, what's the scientist qualification? You have an answer for that? My sure gut feeling is no. So my first question, when you want to do research, what are the different options for being a researcher? I know you don't have an answer for that. So if as a 12th pass student, when you clearly don't have an idea, the problem here, everyone, you have this dream and you don't know where to start from. Find out what a scientist has. Go and say scientist qualifications. Which mode of scientist? There's different. There is chemical, there is bio, there is the aeronautical side of scientists. There's many scientists around the world. So which scientist you want to be first? It's not that I like research and I want to be a scientist. The point here is what is that you want to be? Right? Now Shihalik is saying PhD. My question is, which PhD? Scientist, you can just be doctor by doing in commerce also. It doesn't mean that you have to be a researcher. You do this and you get a PhD, you're done with it. So the question here which you have to ask is what you need to do to be that scientist. If the answer is I don't know, my first question is go and find that out. It's any stream. Now any stream can get you a doctor degree. That is the truth. But then what are you going to do about it? That's the question you have to answer, right? Guys, I prefer more asking on the question sections rather than from that. So, sir, what if we don't know what to choose as our career? Pick whichever career is available for it. That is it. If you don't know what to choose, you have no other choice than to just choose what is available for you. But here you got to do is once you go back into your past, I already told you how to choose a career if you don't know. Go back into your favorite subjects, go back into your 10th, go back to your 8th. What is my favorite subject? That favorite subject, which career would it take me to? What do people tell good about me? Am I good at talking? Okay, marketing. Am I good at understanding people? HR. Am I good at working with numbers? Finance. Am I good with, you got to build it up from that. What's my capacity, and that capacity, how can it be transferred into a career? I hope I've answered the question. Not Dawn. Sir, I'm a medico. I got break a few months ago. I can't concentrate in my studies. How to overcome that? Breakup. Yesterday, I had a complete session on breakup. 2 days ago. After that, I also had a complete session on breakup. SPR, go and have a look at those 2 videos. See breakup and love. You'll have a clear understanding how to get out of the breakup. Now, if you have a breakup and you are still hooked up with the guy, if you're still in contact with the guy, concentration of studies is never ever going to come. Studies, focus will only come when you know why you are doing what you're doing. And there is a great video. Whoever is in medical, go into my YouTube, search for positive doctor and listen to that. That will give you a clear idea of how and what you have to do in your medical MBBS or whatever medical you're doing. Go and have a look at, if you're a medical or an MBBS student, go and have a look at the video of how to be a positive doctor, Deek Parassini. Search on YouTube or Google, you will get that, have a look at it, right? I don't want to talk about breakup because I start making a breakup, everyone is going to pick it up. How to find your passion? Mithun, very good question. Passion is never to be found. You start experimenting on things what you like and you keep doing what you like. It will start shifting according to it, and slowly, you will know what you do. What is passion? For that, you need to know the definition of passion. For me, my definition of passion is something you're willing to do and you love doing it. If you get paid or if you don't get paid. If you get paid, or underline, if you don't get paid, that is passion. This is anything which you're going to do for the rest of your life. You get paid or you don't get paid, that is your true passion. For me, spreading positive is my passion. But that's a different thing. I don't charge for my sessions. That's a different thing. I don't charge for any of my personal talks, any of my talks with anyone or any of my sessions. All my sessions will be done free for 10 years, 20 years coming also. That is my passion, and I'm doing it, and I will do it for the rest of my life, and I don't want any money for it. So do you have something like this which you're willing to do? I said no to my promotion for my passion. I said no to my new jobs, which is giving me 30% salary hike for my passion. So what is that thing which you're willing to do for passion? That is what makes all the difference, right? There's the next question from Aryan the Explorer. I want to focus studies, then I procrastinate. Do you procrastinate your birthday party? Do you procrastinate your mother in the hospital? Do you procrastinate your Bollywood's favorite movie, favorite actor's movie? Do you procrastinate a friend's party? Do you procrastinate your favorite food when it's kept on the table? All these things you don't procrastinate, but when it comes to studies, you procrastinate. Why? Because it's not as important as that food. It is not that important as that lunch. It's not that important as your studies. That is why, not studies, that movie or whatever it is, right? I hope I have answered that. Oh my God, 7 more questions are coming in. Man, this is a very interesting topic, and it's taking a long time. I have a great idea plan for startup, but no idea where to start. Very good question. So what you need to do is there's different mediums of different people who helps startups to build, but then you need to give out a certain money to those people to help you how to start up that startup which you want. That is one way of doing it, right? Obviously, I'm starting my NGO. I'm taking a support of a different company to actually do that, to start up that, because I don't have to run around getting my registered, get that. Now, different people have different ideas. Doesn't mean that everything can be a product. Some things can be service, some things can be product, some things can be anything else. So what you need to do is you need to understand about your business first. Guys, many people have this beautiful idea, but have no idea about business. If you get into business without having an idea of how the business is run, 99% you will end up as a failure. Get this point very clear. Many people want to do startup. My first question, do you know about business? No. Do you know about finance? No. Do you know about accounting? No. Do you know about how to write emails? No. Do you know how to write a pitch? No. Do you know how to sales pitch? No. Do you know how to present in a group of people? No. Everyone have great ideas. It is very easy to say that I have this great idea, but execution is what makes all the difference. So when you say that you have no idea where to start, go and start the basics. How do I start a business? What do I know about the business? What are the different businesses which I can start into? What are the different registrations which is there for business? Which registration matches my stuff? How are the funds being created? How I need to put my own funds, or some other people will give me funds, or if there's any ways I can borrow from my parents, if I can take loan from my bank. When you don't have all this, how the heck you can have any idea about your business? After that, how do I start up a business? What's the business planning? What about teams? How many teams I need? Who's my technical side? Who's my commercial side? Who's my sales side? If you don't have any of these, you guys are nowhere close to any business. Even though if you start also, I'll tell you, you will fail because you don't have an idea. Other people are going to make fool of you and take your money and go. So get this point very clear, right? I hope, Himanshu, I didn't demotivate you. So I focus on my dream career and my parents' dreams. I'm confused. Do both. Your parents have a dream. Mansa is asking that question. Should I focus on my dream and parents? Do both, right? So your mom will be thinking of she wants to be an engineer, and you wanted to be a fashion designer. What you need to do is that first thing is go be the engineer who you want to be, that your parents want to be. So they are happy. Go get a job of an engineer. So they are happy. Free time, don't spend with your time, friends, enjoyment, entertainment, movies. In fashion designing. Go and find out nifty syllabus, or buy the books from the bookstore. Start reading that with time, and read it. When you go for marriages or different other people, give advice to people on how to dress well, Give them the right colors so that they look better. Slowly, when you start doing that, people will come back for you for advice. When they come back for you to advise, charge them. Then you slowly move to a fashion. You're still working as an engineer. Don't forget that. The salary is kicking and keep coming into you. You're not spending time having parties. You're not spending time having from that. And you're not having whatever plan you have, right? So what you need to do is that focus all the money, focus all that into a fashion house, build up the fashion house, have fashion designers underneath you, let them create the product for you, and there you go. Your parents are happy and you are also happy, but your free time you're working on your passion. See, I'm still working. I didn't leave my job and start doing this. I can obviously do that if I want to, but I don't do it. Right? Because I want to show the world you can work on your passion also. But then, movie is more important, then it's different. Watching the celebrities or celebrity shows important, it is different. So make sure you understand that. Right? So Sushant, I don't want you to talk among the people, please. I won't recommend that. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me, but don't talk among yourself, right? So it's not, as I said, I will never tell to convince your parents about your dream. I will always say do both, right? So Sushant, my suggestion would be don't keep it around and talking to other people. Because all these chat would actually bother me also, because I'm just looking at, okay, who I have to reply. And then when these chat comes and which is conflicting what I'm saying, it's quite confusing for the other person and it gets confusing for me also, right? So I hope I have, Mahesh, I keep telling you every day, today I'm not saying it. It doesn't look good, right? Next question from SM. How to find passion in college time? Experiment, right? You have to experiment it as much as you can. When you're in college time, you have a lot of free time. When you have this lot of free time, start working on yourself, start working on your life, start working on your growth. The passions will come in. It can be anything, right? Don't think that it's just one thing or the other, right? So मुझे पूछना है कि हम पता कैसे लगेंगे कि हमें क्या करना चाहिए after BCom करना चाहिए after BCom or MBA. Sunny, what you need to understand here is many people have this trend, which I tell is the biggest mistake in any career. After BSc, MSc. After BCom, MBA. After BBA, MBA. After bachelor's, masters. My question here is that why masters? Don't just do it because the college says that after BCom, you got an MBA. Why do I need an MBA? If you have a reason for it, then go and do MBA. If you don't have a reason for it, don't go and do MBA because you're just doing it because everyone is doing it. Many people, I asked him, why do you study? Many people say, I study because everyone is studying, so I'll also study. The world is studying, so I had my mama, papa studying to study, so I'll study. If that is the attitude you have, there is no use at the end of the day. SM, sir, reply to my question. Since government job is declining, so whether should I continue preparing for government job? SM, I already replied this even last time. I really don't know you were there or not. My simple question is, if you know the truth that the government office or jobs are declining, why are you going after the private jobs? Sorry, why are you going after the government jobs? See, guys, when you know the truth, make sure you move according to the truth. Don't think that government job is the way to go if government jobs are dropping. Right? So I'm really confused in choosing my career. I'm researching a lot, but still confused. When you research a lot, you will get confused. But when you research, you got to filter out things which is not of value for research. Many people, what they do is they search, they find something new. They search, so they find something new. They search, they find something new. No. What are my two options? What are my two options? Option 1, option 2. Search and decide if this is right for me or not. Search and decide if this is right for me and choose. Confusion will step aside. Right? Akhi is asking, sir, I'm taking important decisions in my life for my growth, but I'm not maintaining consistency. What is human 200's question? Can you repeat that question? Everyone is picking human 2002's question. Kritika, what was the question? Can you just repeat it quickly on the comments column so I can take it? I'm taking important issues in my life for my growth, but I can't maintain consistency. Aki, again, back to the same question. Are you not consistent in eating the lunch, breakfast, and dinner on time? My answer would be yes. Are you not consistent to be celebrating your birthday every day? You are. Then why is not growth important for you? Because somewhere on you think that it's okay without the growth also. That is why you don't maintain consistency. When you know the value, the consistency will come. When you think that you're just doing it because everyone is doing it and I got to do it, the confusion starts coming in. Adarsh is asking, it is better to do BCom and CA together or after BCom? If you can do whatever education in the most number of things together, do it. If you can do BCom, if you can do CA, if you can do MBA, if you can do everything together, go and do it. You have enough free time in this world. So make sure you get that thing through. Never ever think that everyone's doing BCom, I'll also do. If I can do MBA, I'll do MBA. So what I did from 18 till today, I'm working and I'm studying for the rest of my life. Right? So if you can do it, go ahead and do it. All right. So yeah, so I hope I've answered the question. Everyone have a capacity. If you know your capacity, go ahead and do it. Bablu, sir, I have got a business plan as well as a team for our startup. Should I drop high school or work part-time in a startup, or workload doesn't permit studies? Never ever leave your education to do a business startup. When you have free time, do your business. Slow it down, Bablu. What you need to do is never see the guys, I'll tell you something. A high school student or person will think in a certain way. An engineering or a degree student will think in a different way. A master's student will think from a different way. A PhD person will think from a different way. What you need to do is stop and work it up, and don't leave your high school education. You have this free time, and you have enough free time. And that enough free time, don't hang around with your friends and do time passing with your friends. Work on your business, slow down the process of that business, extend it, but you have free time. Now, lockdown time, best time to work on your business. Build it up and speed it up. Like that, festivals will come, Diwali will come, Eid will come. When you get those holidays, work on your business, but not dropping out. Dropping out is, I don't know, I don't support it. When you have started something, finish it. That's what I would say, because you have started it, right? Kritika, sir, sometimes we know we are able to do, but we get demotivated from others. How to overcome that? Okay, so you want to do something, people are demotivating you. First of all, you got to find out who these people are. Is it within your family or outside your family? Outside your family, forget them. They have a lot of free time. They're just going to pick who I have to pick today and do it. When I started spreading this mission, everyone demotivated me. Right? Everyone told me you're doing a mistake doing this free of charge. Everyone says that you're wasting a lot of money. But I just tell them, if I do my session, there is 40 and 10, around 50 people watching this show. Anyone gets a career. Don't you think my session for this 1 hour is valuable for that person? That is just my objective, which I'm looking for. Many people tell me, why are you spending all to demotivate? Why are you spending all this money going to India, giving this session? I said, I'm giving session to 500 students. In that 500 students, 2 kids are thinking of suiciding tomorrow. If they get the answer which they're looking from me, what is most important, their life or my traveling expenses? If that is what it is, that is what I'm looking for. So demotivation will all, whenever you take one step forward, there'll be many people looking at the back leg. You focus on your front leg and keep moving forward without bothering. Tomorrow I'm going to write an article a little bit about it. About what I say is about the uncles and the aunties of the world, right? So they have a lot of free time and they will come after you. Tomorrow on Instagram, I'm going to release that article out tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock, not 8 o'clock, around 10 o'clock India time. That will be out. Have a look at that article too, right? I have it already ready, but I didn't actually push it out. Jayanti is asking, I completely agree with you, sir. I need some ideas to focus and concentrate in studies. Find out why you are studying. Find out why. What is the reason for my studying? Why am I studying? Ask yourself. And when you start doing that, your doubts will start clearing off on its own, right? Krutika says, thank you. Prince says, good job. How to overcome self-doubt. So I want to do many things, singing, dancing, reading, but do nothing. Karan, you can do a lot of things, dancing, singing, drawing, and reading. But my point here is that if I tell you to choose one from these things, which would you choose? If there is one thing, just keep doing that. That gives you pure satisfaction, justification on whatever you're doing. So what you need to do is focus on one thing. Okay, if you for break, so for example, you're dancing. But if I would say you'd like doing all this, go do everything also, but during your free time. But there should be something which builds up your career. There should be something which makes a difference in your life. Because if that is not the dancing, will it make a career? Singing, reading, drawing, will that make a career? If that's not making a career, then you're asking for trouble. You're just looking for entertainment. Dancing for entertainment, singing, drawing, and reading is all entertainment. It doesn't build up a career. So make sure you differentiate those things quite very well. Bablu got that clear idea. All thanks to God. Jayanti, all thanks to God. So I asked a question, you didn't answer it. What was it, Sushant? I know it's a big question with a lot of dots. I just came, because the thing is, people are hitting me on. Okay. So what should we do in priority? Career, security, money, satisfaction, intent, service, parent satisfaction. Oh, that is too much of order. My order is very simple. I always tell everyone, you can replace all these things where it falls. Relationship, education, health, finance, and love. Now, many people ask me how I came up with this relationship. When you're born, you only have relationships. So first relationship, then education, because you go to school. After that, 9, 10, you take care of your health. So health comes there. Then only you get a job, which is money. And then loving your wife, loving God and all that thing. So if you want an order for career, security, money, satisfaction, interest, service, fame, and parent satisfaction, I would say not parent satisfaction. I would say parents first. Then I would say, see, you don't have education, so that is bad idea. I don't know why you don't have education in that at all. Then I would say health. You're not talking about health anywhere here. You're basically talking more about security is finance, career is finance, money is finance, service is finance. There it's all sticking on money. So basically money is more priority. So bring that priority off and balance it out. And then you have fame have no place in my dictionary of things. So keep the fame out. And that is how you got that order. I hope I have cleared that order for you. Right? That's it. 1 hour and still more questions. So what's your view on jack of all trades is a master of none? It's not true. When you know everything, you have the wisdom to select what is right for you. So what you need to do here is slowly, you learn all the traits and then focus on one. But don't just go on one from that point, right? Oh my, there's 18 more questions which has come to me. I really don't know if I can answer it, guys. Oh my good gracious. There's 18 more questions. I don't think how I can. Guys, just okay. Now the time is getting closer to 1 hour. As you know, I do these shows except on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, on Fridays. All other except Tuesdays and Fridays, I don't do the show. Every other day I come at 5:30 answering your questions. Tomorrow is the Ask Deek show. Do you still want me to keep it as a theme Deek on career itself? Or do you want me to do the Ask Me Deek show, which I actually answer random questions which people ask me? I think it would be better. I would continue with career. Guys, Ask Me Deek or career. That is what I want. Tomorrow, I have a show at 5:30. As you know, all these shows, I'm doing it for you people only. The day you tell me don't do the show, I'll stop the show, right? As you know, I'm always doing it from that point of view. So my question here is do I have to do Ask Deek tomorrow, which you can ask me random questions, or do I continue with the career tomorrow? So I got 1 vote for Ask Deek. I got Success Shashank as career. So I have 1 vote. Ask Deek 1, career. Ask Deek is random questions. Career is 1 Never stop. No, I'm not going to stop. But my question here is that Sunidhi is asking, is personality important for the job interview? To a certain extent, but if we can solve the problem, then it is a different thing. So ask Deek 2, career 2, random career. Ask Deek 3 and career 2, 4, 3 careers and 3 ask Deek, 4 ask Deek, 3 careers, random 5. Okay, I think the vote is going towards ask Deek. Career, Nisha is saying career. Shubha was saying career. So that's 5. Again, I'm 5. Guys, I need more votes. Career or random. Jyoti says 6. Right? Come on. Priya says 1. So 6 career and 6 thing. Ask Deek. Mr. Important says ask Deek. Random ask Deek. Random ask Deek. Okay, I think random is winning now. So tomorrow I'll continue my ask Deek, and then Tuesday I'm off. Monday I will bring back career again so that it benefits you, right? So let me continue my ask Deek tomorrow at 5:30, where I'm going to give random guys. And the other thing is I have a personal call to do with a girl today who wanted, I don't know, there's something very urgent. The person wants to talk to me, so I got to give that girl a call. That is the reason. So random. There's more randoms coming in. So tomorrow I will do random. And then I will take a break on Tuesday, and Wednesday I will pick up career again. I think career is very important for many people. And there's beautiful questions many of you have asked. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your questions. I will come back on Wednesday and give you these answers on career, right? So tomorrow I would take the Ask Deek, which you can ask me any question between birth and death. That's what I tell people. And then I will move on to career on Wednesday, so that it benefits everyone, because I think career is important for everyone, and I want to answer most of your questions in the best possible. I'm feeling bad that I'm not answering your question, but don't worry guys, I'll come every day 1 hour, except Wednesday. What time? All times at 5:30. I don't have shows on Tuesdays and Fridays. Every other time 5:30 on Instagram, on YouTube, I will be there. 5:30, Tuesday and Friday, I'm off. Every other time, I will be. Sir, can I DM you? Please answer my question. That's a nice name, right? Yes, you can DM me, and I'll try my best to respond. You know, I get a lot of messages on WhatsApp. I'll get a lot of messages. I give my number to everyone, right? So I get a lot of messages from WhatsApp. After this, I just have to call a person who I gave a commitment that I will call after some time. So that's the reason I need to do it. So as I told you, is that feel free to ask, clear your question if you want. Now, why these sessions are happening? Because no one wanted a video conference with me. If you want to have a video conference with me, message me and I will come video calling with you live. If you want to interview me, if you want to ask me questions regarding a certain topic, if you want to be a part of my show, you can be. Sir, I will do one video about confusion. Sir, will you do? VM Preeti, there is a video on confusion. Go and have a look at my YouTube and search for confusion, Deek Parassini. You will find that confusion video which you're looking for. So, general feedback. You people like the show? It was good. I think career was very hot and interesting. I really loved it. It was equal to love, the energy which you people were giving me. Thanks a lot for that. I hope you like the show. Whatever you learned from me, make sure you share it to the world in the best possible. Whichever way you like it, or you can share it in your name. It doesn't make any difference. My objective is to give you the answer so that you know how to be self-motivated, so that you don't need me or anyone or any other motivator or any other mentor. My job is to get you self-motivated. So is your show available on Instagram, and where it is available? Tejaswini, all my sessions are saved on my IGTV. If you want to have a better outlook, I'm there on YouTube also. So all my shows get saved from that. So I have seen you always complete your commitment. You have to. I'm just telling you how to live life. See, don't think that I'm just telling you about positivity. I'm also telling you of how you have to deal with people, how you have to talk with people, how you have to make people understand the concept. Don't just learn the concept, see how I'm doing it, so that in future you can do the things what I am doing also. right? So my point is to make you understand about positivity, and then you figure out your life. You don't need me. My objective is to reduce the number of people watching my show, because there's many people who want to clear their doubts. Once I'm done with that, I will step aside and leave the person to be self-motivated. My objective is self-motivate you, not to hook you, not to make you a follower, not to make you a whatever which people want to do. Not to charge money. Never ever I'm going to charge money for anything what I'm doing. My objective is to just make you understand about positivity, and once you understood that, you don't need me or anyone else. I want to make you stand on your own legs, so that you don't need anyone else. I hope you have understood all these things. Thank you, everyone. It is a pleasure. So tomorrow will be the random show, which I call the Ask Deek show, where you can ask me anything between birth and death, right? And then Tuesday will be off, and Wednesday we will be doing on career management, again continuing it. There's many questions in the question section which I couldn't answer, but then I can only come every day 1 hour, right? Or else the other option is I go to close the other days and make my show 2 hours. If you want, I can do that also. But I think every day coming 1 hour would be much more beneficial for you and beneficial for me, rather than 2 hours. It gets too long for people to hear positivity, right? And you only told me to come every day. So my objective is come that every day, so you get the answer, right? Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Sushant. Thank you, Shihalik. Thank you, Vibi Taksh. Thank you, Nishita Galla. Thank you. Please answer my question. I really like that name. Thank you, Sania Waswani. Guys, if I'm spelling, thank you, Bablu. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm very sorry. Oh, there's one question I need to answer from YouTube. Okay, I'm exploring different things like yoga, network marketing, psychology, physics from 4 years, but didn't stick to and get successful in. Yeah. So because you're trying a lot of things, you tend to be good at nothing. Yoga is something different. Network, something in psychology, study something in pharmacy, degree is something which you can make career. So only one thing I can see you can make career. Go and make your career in that. Other thing, do it when you have free time. Right? That's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shreyas. Thank you, MG. Thank you, Mr. Important. Thank you, Anjali. Shiholi, what's your question? I didn't answer Shiholi's question. She's the great energy of this. What's your question? I don't know what was your question was. Right? Some people are very keen in my show, so I need to give priorities to them. It's not I love to give priorities to everyone, but people I see their name quite often. Obviously, if I didn't answer to them, Shialu, what's your question? Fast. See, guys, when you say I didn't answer the question, make sure you say I didn't answer the question and this is the question, so that I don't need to ask you what the question is and you retype it. If you ask me a question, if I didn't answer it, say that you didn't answer my question, this is my question. So that is much more beneficial for me, and I can pick it up very quickly than saying I didn't answer my question, I didn't answer the question. Because there's so many people chatting with here, I can lose out a lot of things, right? So that's it, guys. Facebook, YouTube, I'm signing out. Thanks a lot for that. Slowly, we will make it understood. So tomorrow is the Ask Deek show at 5:30. So be a part of it. And this career will be moved on Wednesdays and Thursdays, answering your questions on career. Sanjoti, you didn't answer. What? I didn't answer. I need a question. Right? Baby ke hello. My kid wants to say hello to you people. That's what he's shouting on the other side. I really don't know. Should I